Keep walking. Keep walking. Now turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
Alicia Andrews just proved why you never, ever bring your girl along when sliding on your ops. Things got ugly fast, and now the girl is straight up ratting the whole team out, including her own boyfriend. A recently surfaced video shows a visibly nervous Alicia, biting her nails, shifting in her seat, clearly desperate for this nightmare to end. She's willing to do anything to claw back her freedom, and from what police records reveal, she's already talking. But that's just the beginning. The case keeps getting messier by the day. One shocking moment even showed one of the killers nodding along to a Foolio song playing in court, like the entire room was a surreal nightmare. Female snitches aren't new, but Jacksonville rapper Gad might just go down as the unluckiest or dumbest shooter in gang war history. Not only did he drag his girl along for the hit, but now it seems she's spilling secrets behind closed doors piece by piece. Alicia Andrews, Gad's girlfriend, was one of 5 people arrested in connection with Foolio's murder. And from her latest court appearance, it's obvious she's terrified. Nervous, nail-biting, fidgeting nonstop, Alicia looks like she doesn't belong in this violent world at all. Even her answers during interrogation scream, "Rookie mistake." She's clearly not cut out for the gang life and may have sealed her boyfriend's fate along with her own. The entire crew could be looking at lengthy prison sentences thanks to her. Things spiraled in the interrogation room when Alicia made her first critical blunder. Police documents revealed that she was shown surveillance footage, and she made the fatal mistake of identifying herself in every clip she appeared in. With this evidence, prosecutors can now place her more than 2 hours away from home, moving through the same spots as the murder victim. And as if she weren't already sinking herself, Alicia didn't stop there. She roped her boyfriend into the mess, handing over crucial info about him, too.
During a court hearing this month, Isaiah Chance appeared to be nodding along to a video posted by his gang, aimed at disrespecting Foolio's gang.
It's clear Alicia Andrews isn't going down alone. She's dragging Gad into the storm, and with her cooperation, this case could turn the entire crew's world upside down. According to police documents, Alicia Andrews dropped the bombshell by identifying Isaiah Chance as the male driving the suspect vehicle, a silver Chevy Cruze that was tracking every move of the murder victim. Alicia might not have realized the magnitude of her slip, but she had just handed her boyfriend Gad a one-way ticket to a life sentence. Her revelation placed Gad hours away from home in the very city where Foolio would later be gunned down, and tied him directly to the silver Cruze, the car used to stalk the deceased rapper. For context, the group had traveled to Tampa using 2 vehicles, the silver Chevy Cruze, driven by Alicia, and a black Chevy Impala, registered under Sean G's mother and primarily driven by Gathright himself, a notorious ATK member. Their target, Foolio, had publicly posted his appearances at 2 Tampa nightclubs, Teaser's Gentlemen's Club and Truth 18 nightclub, on Instagram. This gave the defendants the perfect blueprint to track him that fateful day. Surveillance cameras captured Gad and Alicia in the silver Chevy Cruze, meticulously following Foolio and his entourage. Alicia's confession had directly tied Gad to Tampa, putting him right at the scene where Foolio was gunned down. It's looking increasingly impossible for the rapper to walk away from this case.
Them carrying a bag large enough to what? Carry 2 AK style rifles.
But if you think the snitching stops there, you're dead wrong. Alicia told cops that Gad had been using her phone to coordinate with the other killers in the second vehicle. In other words, she was admitting that her boyfriend was actively planning a murder, and with Gad now facing first-degree murder charges.
Hotel, I went in, the rooms was already reserved, but I guess they had like a glitch in the system or something, so they ain't let us get the room. So then he came back out to the car and we were just...
Alicia's testimony is basically a death sentence for his freedom. Surveillance footage didn't leave any room for doubt. Gad was caught wearing a black hoodie with a distinctive red logo, making him easy to identify for investigators. Call detail records confirmed constant communication between Andrews' phone and Gad's, establishing a clear link between the 2 vehicles and showing how coordinated their tracking efforts had been. The silver Chevy Cruze and the black Chevy Impala later drove to Truth 18 nightclub, where Foolio was set to appear again, and cameras caught Gad and Alicia pulling into the back parking lot, perfectly syncing with Chance's movements. It's a perfect storm of evidence. Surveillance footage, phone records, confessions, and eyewitness accounts all tying Gad and Alicia to every critical move that day. This case is spiraling into a textbook example of how rookie mistakes and bad decisions can destroy an entire gang's operation. and Alicia Andrews just proved she's the ultimate snitch in this deadly drama. Andrews' phone left outside the vehicle further cemented their connection to the unfolding plot. Alicia's confession was like tossing gasoline on a fire, confirming what police had long suspected about Gad and the crew.
Isaiah Chance, this is the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. Here in your front driveway, we have a warrant for your arrest. Come to your front door with nothing in your hand.
All right, go to your knees.
But here's the twist. While Alicia denied any knowledge of the murder, cops quickly realized she was terribly bad at lying. During the interrogation, officers caught her in multiple lies, one of the most glaring being her claim that she and Gad were at Teaser's Gentlemen's Club and Truth 18 nightclub just thinking about partying and even asking how much it cost to get in. Surveillance footage, however, told a very different story. Cameras at both club entrances proved the couple never stepped foot inside. They lingered in the parking lot, a critical piece of evidence that directly contradicted her story. But that wasn't even the worst part. Alicia went on to pin herself and Gad at the exact location of the murder, placing them right where the deadly events would unfold. As the night went on, both vehicles, the silver Chevy Cruze and the black Chevy Impala, relentlessly followed Foolio and his entourage, tracking every move and setting the stage for the tragedy about to hit. With each stop, each turn, the suspect's plan edged closer to its sinister climax. The night of terror reached its deadly peak when Foolio was followed to multiple locations, eventually ending at the Homes 2 suites, the scene of the premeditated murder. The silver Chevy Cruze, driven by Alicia and Isaiah Chance, made 2 cautious passes by the victims' parked cars before leaving the scene, signaling that the black Chevy Impala, driven by Sean Gathright and carrying Rashad Murphy and Devon Murphy, was moving in to carry out the hit. Alicia admitted to cops that she and Gad were present at the crime scene, though she claimed they were lost and only using the parking lot to turn around. Anyone watching this would see how absurd that excuse was. She even insisted they had no idea Foolio was exactly there, a claim that flies in the face of all evidence. But the cameras didn't lie. After the murder, Alicia was caught on an Airbnb Ring camera leaving the apartment, wearing the exact same clothes from the night of the crime. This single detail nailed her to the scene, leaving no doubt that she was directly involved in one of the most chilling hits Jacksonville had seen in years. Alicia Andrews' missteps weren't just rookie mistakes. They were career-ending, life-changing, and fate-sealing errors that could drag Gad and the entire crew straight to prison, and possibly for life. Every lie, every fidget, every slip of her tongue turned her from scared girlfriend into the ultimate snitch in a brutal gang saga. Despite Alicia Andrews' snitching antics, the blogs were exploding with rumors that she had backdoored the rapper even before the arrest. Immediately after news broke that she had been picked up, whispers swirled that Alicia had been at Foolio's party in Tampa, feeding the killer's information in real time. The 21-year-old murder suspect was allegedly celebrating Jacksonville rapper Foolio's birthday when she tipped off suspects Isaiah Chance and Sean Guide about his location.
Finding that there is a substantial probability that all 3 defendants committed the dangerous crimes.
One post read, "She was giving them the play-by-play." Fans in the comment sections argued whether this was Alicia at the party. But even if she wasn't physically inside, the idea that she was passing intel to the shooters only made the story hotter. Days later, Alicia Andrews found herself handcuffed and booked on a rainy, gloomy day. Keep walking, keep walking. Now turn around, put your hands behind your back. The footage played like a movie scene. As soon as the video went viral, fans predicted she would fold under pressure, and they were right. Alicia was the only one talking, connecting the dots and directly linking the suspects to Foolio's murder. But what freaked people out even more? The possibility that she had already cut a deal with the feds, ready to spill every secret in exchange for her freedom. After her first court appearance, the internet went absolutely wild, speculating that Alicia was on the brink of cracking even more names. "This chica is snitching and still about to get a life sentence," one fan wrote. Others commented on her restless energy in the courtroom. "Girl can't sit still while talking to her lawyer, she's definitely telling." Another joked. Miss Andrews said, "Hell no, I don't want a speedy trial. I'm trying to see who I gotta tell on to get out of this." Fans couldn't get enough of the drama, dissecting every twitch, every gesture, every nervous smile. Foolio's killers seemed like they couldn't care less anymore, and their courtroom antics are showing just how reckless or desperate they've become. G appears to have completely given up on the case, maybe because he knows his girlfriend is spilling everything and there's literally nothing he can do to stop it. During one recent court session, he was caught bobbing his head to Yungeen Ace's "Who I Smoke," all while a hearing was ongoing. Meanwhile, Isaiah Chance was spotted nodding along to a video posted by his gang, one specifically designed to disrespect Foolio's crew. They've clearly thrown caution to the wind, likely realizing that their fate is sealed. Every move they've made was caught in crystal clear 4K. The shocking story begins with a sinister plan hatched in Jacksonville, Florida. G and Sean Gathright were captured on camera loading bags prosecutors say contained guns and ammunition, bags large enough to hold 2 AK-style rifles. After stalking Foolio throughout the night, the crew eventually ended up outside Home 2 Suites, just outside the hotel where Foolio and his entourage were forced to wait. According to Foolio's driver, Omer 255, the group couldn't check in immediately due to a glitch in the system. So we got to the hotel, the room was already reserved, but I guess there was a glitch or something. We let them get the room and then came back to the car, just chilling, Omer recalled. Once Gad and Alicia confirmed Foolio's presence at the hotel entrance, the killers made their move. But the streets weren't blind. The entire operation was captured on a Tesla camera, showing them moving into position, ready to carry out the deadly plot. After Foolio was killed, the group returned to the Airbnb they had booked from June 22nd to 24th. The property was equipped with a Ring camera, capturing crucial footage of the suspect's every move. Gad was seen stepping out briefly, champagne flute in hand, clearly celebrating their grisly success. Davin Murphy was also caught on camera carrying a bag through the parking lot. While he initially avoided the front door, he later returned, passing right in front of the Ring camera, leaving investigators with solid evidence. The Airbnb owner later confirmed the property had a back door with no camera, which the suspects likely used to avoid detection at times. Their movements were being secretly recorded, yet Isaiah Chance didn't seem to care. He even took to Instagram to post an ominous message. Now everybody can move on with life. Get a job, go back to school, be a full-time parent, 100% full-time college student. The war's over. Entertainment dead. A chilling post, signaling the end of one chapter and the cold celebration of another. Police records show that Rashad Murphy used Gathwright's phone to send 2 disturbing text messages celebrating Foolio's death. The first read, "I'm coming home, my thirst is quenched. Pop a bottle of Don Julio today, Murphy." The second was even more personal. "I'm coming home, my thirst is quenched. I love you, Murphy." It wasn't just gang business. Rashad and David Murphy were cousins, and their involvement in the murder was deeply personal. The family tie went back years. Someone from Foolio's crew had shot and killed Rashad's little brother, a tragedy that Foolio seemed to disrespect even further. In August 2018, Spaz, Rashad's little brother and Davin's cousin, was gunned down while walking home after a football game at William M. Raines Senior High in Jacksonville. Shots rang out as people scrambled for cover, and Spaz was killed in the chaos. Just days later, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office made a breakthrough, arresting 16-year-old Robert Howard, aka Kenny Caps, a KTA or 6 Block member. He faced charges of second-degree murder for Spaz's death and 2 counts of attempted murder for the other victims. But the case began to unravel. Despite roughly 200 people being nearby during the shooting, finding cooperative witnesses was nearly impossible. Many were silent out of fear, and some who initially testified later recanted their statements. One key eyewitness who had identified Kenny as the shooter later recanted and was arrested for perjury, while another victim refused to cooperate entirely. With evidence weakened and witnesses uncooperative, the state attorney's office downgraded the charges to manslaughter and aggravated battery. Kenny pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 5 years, receiving credit for 2 already served, plus an additional 10 years of probation. Even though police publicly claimed that Yungeen Ace wasn't under investigation, few people in Jacksonville actually believed that. The streets were talking, and everyone knew law enforcement had been building files on him and his crew for years. Every move Ace made, every car he drove, every house he visited, every show he performed was being quietly tracked. Officers knew that eventually one slip-up could connect him to something bigger, but Ace didn't seem to care. He was still posting online, still flashing stacks of cash, still performing songs that referenced fallen rivals by name. To the public, it looked like he was untouchable. But those who had seen what happened to Foolio understood that no one in this cycle of violence stays on top forever. Even though the authorities weren't officially closing in on Yungeen Ace, it was clear that he had thrown all caution to the wind, acting recklessly and provocatively in the days surrounding Foolio's murder. Just hours before the tragedy in Tampa, Ace posted a now-deleted tweet that seemed to hint he already knew what was about to go down. "That boy going the same day he came in." The post read, sparking instant speculation across social media. Within hours after Foolio's death was confirmed, Ace dropped a new song titled "Do It," a track dripping with thinly veiled shots at the slain rapper. The music video made it even more obvious. Masked men were shown shooting another man in what appeared to be a motel parking lot, eerily similar to the location where Foolio was killed. Ace didn't stop there. Barely a week later, he released another track, "Game Over," taking his self-snitching antics to a whole new level. From the very start of the video, it was a Foolio diss. Ace and his crew brandished a bottle of Don Julio, which he sipped casually before launching into the lyrics. In his defense, Ace later claimed that he had recorded one of the songs weeks before Foolio was killed, saying, "I may do it so long, okay, it was a long time. As soon as I seen that stuff, I'm like, it's all about capitalizing moments. I already shot that video like a week or two before." But the disrespect didn't stop at the lyrics. Ace took to Instagram Live, trolling Foolio even after his death. When a fan, or maybe someone from law enforcement, asked what he thought about Foolio dying while celebrating his birthday, Ace's response shocked everyone. He said, "Me and Foolio were homies. I even tried to advise him to get out the streets. That stuff's sad. TW, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Y'all boys, street life. Leave the streets alone." He laughed through the comments, claiming they were cool and that he had been jokingly trying to steer Foolio away from danger. What's even crazier is Foolio's mom, who's been working closely with law enforcement, hinted at something chilling during her first interview. Women being used to set people up. "You thinking these girls your friends and all that type of stuff? They try to set you up," she revealed, a warning that now feels hauntingly accurate. The wildest part? After 4 men were arrested for Foolio's murder, police records showed that the killers used a female to get one of Foolio's friends to reveal his location. Was this a coincidence? Or was Yungeen Ace involved in the plot from the very start? Only time will tell. If you found this breakdown shocking, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on this case and other wild celebrity and street stories. Don't miss out. Click the boxes on your screen to watch similar videos and stay in the loop on every twist and turn.